Hello, Paisanos. It's Ian63. I finally finished playing through Captain Wayne today. And oh my god, man. Just this game was just so amazing. Fast, just godlike speed, shooting, blasting, and just a fun, goofy comedy story with personality. Giving that good old YouTube poop MLG montage parody era from, 2007 to 2014 vibes. Everything just about Captain Wayne Vacation Desperation was just, oh my god, I don't know where to begin. But I'm gonna, of course, explain this with my own Let's Play footage that I recorded. But first off, I want to give a big credit goes to Z. I don't know how to pronounce that, but Z Gaming. Thank you so much for your playthrough and stuff. I did have to look up some of his playthrough, because there was that one stage I'm gonna talk about that was a bit confusing and it had like a puzzle section, but it wasn't bad. No, I was able to figure it out by myself. But yeah, let's go ahead and start now. So first up, this opening theme song is just peak. Of course, I obviously skipped it, but man, it is just so dang great. Honestly, I just love the music, and yeah. And this tutorial, okay. First off, let me turn down the volume a little bit. But this tutorial right here, it was really great, honestly. It was really great. It was just the good old easy to pick up, but hard to master. And that's the kind of video game I loved. Since I'm a Mario and Nintendo fan and stuff, and I like to branch out to other games since 2023, ever since I played Pizza Tower, this felt like a good callback to that. Just easy to pick up, but it was hard to master. It was similar like when I was playing Super Mario World, Pizza Tower, and Mega Man X2, Shinobi 3, Iron Meat, where the controls were easy, but they were definitely hard to master, like not getting hit and perfecting some combos. And of course, speedrunning it. But my favorite part was definitely the kick, was when you kick, and when you jump in this game, when you kick and stuff, you fly through the stage, which is, it's shown right here and stuff. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Look when you're about to kick. Bam, you immediately gain a speed, man, and that's so damn freaking good. And then finally the game begins with Captain Wayne on a ship, and you get harassed by a detective, but you punch the detective out of his place, and yeah. And finally, that was the opening. Now for the first stage and stuff. That was part 1, now part 2. The music is already just bopping, honestly. So I want to turn it up a bit to 80. The music is just bopping, honestly. Just loving this music. Love this guitar. I think Tony Grayson did some of this music, I believe. I know this was done by a new composer. I don't remember his name, but I know Tony Grayson and Mr. Sauceman did some music here. So this feels like a great third game sequel to Pizza Tower and Anton Blast. Seriously, I don't know why they have to go so hard for a game that was about a pirate, but I'm glad they did. Doom and Duke Nukem influence you can smell here. Love this hotel level. It was just fun to blast through this hotel. Besides, I mean, that's something I would like to see. Pirate blasting through a hotel, and that was part 2. And now for part 3. Of course, I love this music here. And yeah. And then finally you go through this, I think, warehouse, I believe, and stuff, this kind of factory, and then you jump through a bunch of lava, and then you make it to this mountain waterfall, which was confusing, but I was able to figure out where was I supposed to go. Yeah, this volcano level kind of took long, but I was able to figure it out. I also just like how very YouTube poop this thing is. And yeah, he does that, basically. And that was part 3, now for part 4. Just love this music, man, it's so good. And yeah, and I also like how this game has its own save feature. So while it doesn't have a difficulty selection, I can appreciate this game's save feature. And honestly, that's good. I really love that. It's like save states, like when I play in those emulators, like Zest NES, no, sorry, not Zest NES anymore, the emulator's dead. But SNES 9X, BSNES, and yeah. And I love this dance casino floor where you fight, I think his name is Earl. And yeah, I don't think Earl isn't a bad guy. Maybe he just needs a hug and stuff. And I love this cannon weapon, just to fire giant cannonballs. And be careful, this can also hurt you, and it has low ammo, but it does a lot of damage. And that's a good, fair balance, in my opinion. And this octopus healing power-up really helped me a lot. And then this is where we get to boss 1, Sheldon, and get ready to see how pathetic this guy is. And he's dead. But time for the actual first boss fight. And of course we have to fight this, detective. And yeah, that was boss 1 and stuff. And yep, we beat him up. But this is where the story gets interesting, because we're going to have to be teaming up with him now. So now as we go through this, whatever the heck this stage was, but I absolutely love it. But I think it's probably abstract theme or something. This whole space void abstract area and meeting these damn scary, like, whatever the hell these wolf things are, honestly. I think they're wolves or something. But yeah, but we finished the stage and stuff, and... Okay, well, no, we didn't finish the stage. But that was part 5, so now part 6. This is where we finished the stage and stuff. If you can come here. But yeah, we finished the stage, which is coming up right here. And yeah, we finished the stage, but pretty much. And then after that, we go through this battle area outside of an apartment or something. No, I think it's a skyscraper building factory. Yeah. And then that's part 6. So now here's part 7. And of course, I'm loving that music as well. It sounds nice. And yeah. And this is my favorite song. Just love this factory theme. It gives me Anton Blast vibes, honestly. And yeah. And of course, I love this boss mayhem rush. It just felt so chaotic and fun. And of course, we free the detective, in my opinion. Which, okay, fine. We can work with you, bro. But we're going to have to backstab him again. I apologize for spoiling it. But we did the Industries level. And that's part 7, now part 8. And then we're in this lava railway station. And then we make it to this King's Castle. Now, this is where I talked about I had to look up a playthrough, his playthrough and stuff, ZH Gaming's playthrough. Because this castle was very confusing and stuff. But I was able to figure out because most of it's linear. And it was just me being an idiot and not, like, reading the signs. Like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, you had to go on the staircase and stuff. And finally, we get to our second boss fight. Which is, when is the second boss fight? Oh, sorry, no. Which is, I believe, the king and stuff. Sorry, I think it's this, Furbo and stuff, but yeah. You fight through his mayhem army. And then we fight the king himself. And then, here we go. Love this battle scene, reminds me of Anton Blast. And yeah. And yeah, fighting against the king himself was pretty fun and stuff. And of course, the new power-up we got, which was the electricity power-up, which was fun and stuff. It reminds me of that, the Thunder Beam from Mega Man 1, or the infamous 1 game on PS3. And yeah. And we kill him. And surprisingly, we have a good relationship with the detective. Well, until now. And now we get to the final world, which is on top of this airship to fight this dang professor who's behind all of this. Part 10, no, part 11. We go through a long trial of lots of waves of enemies and stuff. And yeah, sorry for the cut of that, guys, is because there was a bit of some audio issue and stuff, but I had to pretty much cut off the footage and stuff. So my apology for that. But anyways, that was part 11. Now part 12. we just pull out the heavy TF2 gun and just blast through everything. Of course, with the Wario Land Ford Pizza Tower, Anton Blast, Super Metroid Timer. And yeah, pretty much. So now for part 13, I'm just going to skip through this because this is the final boss with Leoton himself. I think that's his name. No, I don't know if that's his name, but with the professor himself. And then now part 14 where I do more damage. And now part 15, here we go. That was part 14. Now part 15, the finale farewell. A bit of spoiler you saw here. Of course, one final time to listen to this song and stuff. We finally finish off the professor, evil professor himself. I had to do so much work, man, just to finally beat this idiot. And finally, we did it! Okay, well, not yet. We shoot it with that laser. And that's it. No more evil professor. But we're not done yet because, well, the professor dies in a brutal way, but this is Doom and Duke Nukem inspired. What the hell were you expecting? And we run back. Bye-bye there from Pizza Tower or Hail Manor from Anton Blast. They're both back in this level. And finally, well, hold on. We escape at long last, and we finish off Captain... Let me end it off perfectly here. We finish Captain Wayne. Vacation Desperation, say goodbye to Orca Island. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And we made it, and we get our, most importantly, Yarn Me Treasure! And this is post-credits ending and stuff, but I'm not going to do that, since I want to do just the regular ending and credits, and yeah. And we kick the stupid detective out of our way. Yeah, bye, you idiot. And finally, we take the money with us, and that's Captain Wayne Vacation Desperation, lads. Okay, enough with the pirate accent. But also, there's Tony Grayson and Mr. Sauceman, if you could see them here in these credits. I think you saw Mr. Sauceman's name here, but yeah, it was somewhere here. But that was, yeah, Captain Wayne Vacation Desperation. Captain Wayne's property of certain games, and yeah. And that was it. The end. But that's my review on Captain Wayne. An amazing video game from start to finish, and yeah. So yeah. That was Captain Wayne Vacation Desperation. We are done. No more. Goodbye, Captain Wayne, and yeah. Thank you, Siren Games, for making a masterpiece. And farewell, Captain Wayne. Oh yeah, and if you see my comment right here, I also reviewed it on Steam. But yeah, that's Captain Wayne. I'm done. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my review on Captain Wayne Vacation Desperation. And yeah, farewell, Captain Wayne Vacation Desperation. 10 out of 10 video game. And thank you, Siren Games, for making one of the best video games of all time. This is Enesis3 saying goodbye. And farewell, Captain Wayne Vacation Desperation.